Hello and welcome to class 724. Okay. Expressions con X. Expressions. I love this book. It's fun. All right. As easy as pie. I'm on page 12. At the top. I'm not at the bottom, no. At the bottom, no. And in the middle, no. At the top. As easy as pie. Tan fácil como el pastel. Yeah. Means pan comido. Super fácil. Yeah. Chupao. Tirao. There are many ways to say it in Spanish. As easy as pie, and in English too. As easy as pie. Easy peasy Japanesey. Easy peasy, pero también se dice, y más todavía que esto, a piece of cake. Es un trozo de tarta. Aprender inglés es un trozo de tarta. Learning English is a piece of cake. English is difficult for you, but it's a piece of cake. For me, a piece of cake. As easy as pie. Pie. Escrito pie, como el pie, pero es pie. Es una tarta. Pastel. Más que tarta. Pastel. Es a pie. Sin la E, solo pie es pi. Pi. 3,14. Yes. De la matemática. Pie. All right. So, as easy as pie, as easy as pie, as easy as pie. Que yo sepa, as far as I know, ¿cuántas veces habré dicho esto? As far as I know, as far as I know, as far as I know, the earth is going to continue turning indefinitely. Yeah, as far as I know. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that the sun will come up in the east tomorrow. The east is that way, by the way. The west is that way. The north is that way, and the south is that way. I'm pretty sure means estoy bastante seguro, I'm pretty sure. As far as I know, the sun will continue coming up in the east in the subsequent days and weeks and years and months, etc. As far as I know, as far as I can remember, aquí dice, curioso. Here it says, as far as I remember. As far as I remember. Yeah. Yo diría as far as I can remember. Que yo pueda recordar. Sin embargo, hay una barra también recall. Recall es recordar también. Acordarse. As far as I recall, lo diría sin can. Curiosidades del idioma. Our little strange things. As far as I recall, as far as I can recall, as far as I can remember, don't worry about it. As far as I remember, as far as I recall, to recall and to remember mean the same thing. I can't recall, I recall. Y no es una rellamada, una segunda llamada, es recordar. As far as I can remember. And finally, as far as I'm concerned. Yes, dice, en lo que a mí respecta, en lo que a mí se refiere, en lo que a mí concierne. En cuanto a mí, okay. As far as I'm concerned, se dice muchísimo en inglés, Dios mío. As far as I'm concerned. As far as I'm concerned, you can do whatever you want. I don't care. You want to learn English? Well, fine, great. Work hard, buy the books, study. You know, as far as I'm concerned, you can do whatever you want. If you want to buy the books, fantastic. If you don't want to buy the books, no problem. But continue watching. As far as I'm concerned, lo que a mí se refiere, puedes hacer lo que quieras. As far as I'm concerned, you can do whatever you want. Okay? All right. That's enough for today. We completed page number 12. On expressions in English. Let bygones be bygones, to let sleeping dogs lie. It's a good thing. It's a long story. It's a long story. Agárrate, es una historia larga. It's a long story. Tengo los blues. Me siento triste. Estoy cabizbajo y meditabundo. I've got the blues. Yeah, I feel sad and blue. All right. Translation booklet, list number 18 on page 194. 194. Siempre hago esto. Tengo ganas. I just want to finish this book. It's taking forever. But we have progressed this much, eh? It's not bad. All right, number 1 on page 294. Number 1. Haz lo que quieras. Do whatever you want. As far as I'm concerned, you can do whatever you want. Do whatever you want. Yes. Llevo 2 días intentando verle a él. I've been trying to see him for 2 days. I've been trying to see him for 2 days. He estado intentando verle para 2 días. Okay. Llevo 2 días intentando verle. I've been trying to see him for 2 days. ¿Por qué no le llamas? Oh, why don't you call him? Carmenchu, why don't you? Why don't you call him? Why don't you call him? Why don't you? Why don't you call him? Why don't you call him? Huh? Le daré un toque. I'll give him a ring. Ring. I'll give him a ring. Hey, Charlie, it's me. Who's me? Me. Don't you know who I am? Don't you, Carmenchu? Don't you know who I am? No? Come on, guess. Adivina. Can't you, Carmenchu? Can't you recognize my voice? Yeah? No? Okay, it's me, it's Richard, your teacher. Okay, it's me. C'est moi, soy yo. All right. Le daré un toque. I'll give him a ring, I'll give him a call. Le daré una llamada. I'll give him a call, Confía en mí. Trust me. I know what I'm doing. When I say buy the books, when I say memorize these paragraphs and repeat them each one 20 times aloud, trust me. I know what I'm doing and I know what I'm saying. I know what works and I know what doesn't work. I know where to prioritize and where not to prioritize. I know which way. This way, no. This way. This is the route to the promised land. This way, no. This way perhaps is more attractive. Oh, or this is the only route. This way perhaps is cheaper, less expensive in money and in time and in effort, but it takes you in the wrong direction. It's counterproductive. This way is the only way. All right. Understanding 70% of everything you do here. YouTube. Not movies or television series. YouTube. YouTube por un tubo. And then also this book. Si no sales fuera a vivir durante 3 años, YouTube y esto. Si tienes un nivel intermedio bajo o más, esto. Si tienes un nivel inferior, no. Esto. Yes. Yeah. So, this way, not that way. All right. Confía en mí. Trust me. Trust me. Podrías sufrir un accidente. You could suffer. You could suffer an accident. So be careful. You could suffer an accident. You could have. Aquí dice you could have an accident. Podrías tener. You could have an accident. You could suffer an accident with those dos. You know, maybe, Marta, maybe my English is contaminated. You understand? I've been speaking and hearing Spanish for 50 years almost. Y a lo mejor me ha influido en el inglés. Y ahora me suena bien decir suffer an accident, sufrir un accidente. Maybe we don't say to suffer an accident. That's your homework. But you could suffer an accident is perfectly understandable. You could have an accident. ¿Podría usted abrir la maleta, por favor? Could you open your suitcase, please? Could you open your suitcase, please? Suitcase. Suit, como traje. Escrito suite. Suit. Suitcase. Suitcase. Es la maleta de viaje. Suitcase, suitcase, suitcase. Could you open your suitcase, please? ¿Tienes algo que declarar? Do you have anything to declare? Yeah. Do you have anything to declare? No, I have nothing to declare, nothing to declare. All right. Vigílales de cerca, Marta. Watch them closely. Yeah, no me fío de ellos. I don't trust them. I don't trust them. You give them your hand and they will take your arm. I don't trust them. Watch them closely. Watch them closely. Keep an eye on them. Es una expresión corriente que vendrá aquí. Mantén un ojo en ellos. Keep an eye. Mantén un ojo sobre ellos. Keep an eye on them. Keep an eye on them. Watch them closely. Watch. Watch them. Perro vigía, se dice perro vigía, ¿no? It's a watchdog. Yes. In Thailandia, el antiguo reino de Siam, the old kingdom of Siam, they didn't have watchdogs. They had watch cats. Yeah. Los gatos siameses. Yeah, on the walls of the castles in Siam, if they saw danger, very loud. It's very easy to hear the meow. It's a very loud meow. So they were watch cats. Watch them closely. Ella no lo ha leído. She hasn't read it. I've read it. You've read it. It seems everybody's read it except Marta. She hasn't read it. Hasn't she read it? No, she hasn't read it. Read it. Leídolo. No lo ha leído. And why hasn't she read it? I don't know. Pregúnteselo. Ask her. Fíjate, en inglés no se dice pregúnteselo, se dice pregúntale a ella. Ask her. Ask her. Ask her. Ask her. She hasn't read it. She hasn't read it. El incendio ha empezado a extenderse. Wow. The fire has started to extenderse. The fire has started to. The fire has begun to. To what, Richard? What? To extend? No. No. Oh, el águila ha extendido sus alas. Yes. The fire has started to spread. Spread. Spread escrito. Yes. This is una tostada, mantequilla. I'm spreading the butter on the piece of bread, on the toast, on the piece of toast. Se dice piece of toast. Spreading the butter on the toast, también se puede decir. I'm spreading the butter on the toast. To spread. To spread. All right, to spread. These pencils, these pencils. Richard, yes? Spread the pencils out. Excuse me? Spread the pencils out. Like that? Good. Yeah. I have spread the pencils out. All right, to spread. Spread es extenderse, en este caso esparcir o separar mucho. To spread. La colcha en la cama is the bedspread. Se extiende sobre la cama. Yes, the bedspread. You have the sheets, las sábanas, and then the bedspread, and then the blanket. Si hay manta. So you have the sheets, the bedspread, and the blankets. Spread. Spread your wings. I could have spread my wings and done 1,000 things. There's a song from the movie My Fair Lady with Audrey Hepburn. It says, podría haber bailado toda la noche. I could have danced all night and could have danced all night and still had time for more. I could have spread my wings and done 1,000 things. Me gustaba mucho bailar, hasta extender las alas y hacer mil cosas. Y todavía quedaba tiempo para más. And still had time for more. You never know what made it so exciting, etc. All right. Yes, el incendio ha empezado a extenderse. The fire has started to spread. All right. Nadie le ha visto todavía a él. Nobody's seen him yet. Excuse me? Nobody's seen him yet. Nobody has seen him yet. Nobody has, hago la contracción, nobody's seen, al largo sonido de S, la apóstrofe S con nobody has, nobody's, y luego la S de seen, visto. Nobody's seen him, me como la H de him, yet. Seen him yet, miatovich, miet. La M de him con la Y de yet. No, nobody's seen him yet. Have you seen him yet? No, I haven't seen him yet. Have you seen him yet, Marta? No, she hasn't seen him yet. No, nobody's seen him yet. Nobody has seen him yet. All right. He perdido mi fe en él. Oh, I've lost my faith in him. I don't trust him anymore. Yeah, I don't have confidence in him anymore. Yeah, he's not reliable. He's not trustworthy. I've lost my faith in him. Yes, la fe mueve montañas. Faith moves mountains. All right. English teachers don't move mountains. All right. But faith in yourself. La fe en ti mismo sí puede mover montañas. Faith in yourself can move mountains. Ella siempre ha tenido miedo de mí. She's always been afraid of me. Are you afraid of me? ¿No hay confianza? She's not afraid of me. Are you afraid of me? Some people are afraid of me. I don't know why. I'm harmless. Soy inofensivo. I'm harmless. Yeah. Ella siempre ha tenido miedo de mí. She's always been. She has. Contracción. She's always Susana. She's always been afraid of me. Siempre ha sido miedosa de mí, literalmente. She's always been afraid of me. Yeah. And I've always been afraid of her. She's a man-eater. Yeah. Devora hombres. She's dangerous. She's a man-eater. And I've always been afraid of her. Yeah. She's a dangerous specimen. Yes. Ella siempre. She's always been. Agradezco tu esfuerzo. I appreciate your effort. I truly do. I really do. I really appreciate your effort. Yes. You've made an admirable effort. Congratulations. Me gustaría que vinieras conmigo, eh? I'd like you to come with me. Quiero que vengas conmigo. I want you, Carmenchu. I want you to come with me. I'd like you. I would like you. I'd like you. I'd like you to come with me. Me gustaría que vinieras conmigo. Quisiera que vinieras conmigo. I'd like you to come with me. I want you to come with me. Would you like to come with me? Come on. Don't be shy. Say yes. Yeah. Would you like to come with me? Would you like me? I'd like you. I would like you to come with me. All right. Me alegro de saber eso. I'm glad to know that. To know what? I'm glad to know that you finally decided to buy the books. Huh. Yeah. Vamos a salir pobre a este paso si no compren los libros, Marta. All right, come on, buy the books, all right? Me alegro de saber que hayas comprado los libros. I'm glad to know que has comprado. I'm glad to know you've bought the books. Yes, I'm glad to know that. I'm glad to know that. Me alegro de que hayas venido. I'm glad you came. Qué bueno que viniste. Okay, I'm glad you came. O sea, me alegro viniste. Así lo decimos en inglés. Es más sencillo, ¿no? Me alegro de que hayas venido. Primero, el de que es necesario aquí. Alegrarse de que. Me alegro de que hayas. Hay que usar el subjuntivo. Me alegro viniste. I'm glad you came. Qué fácil es que sí. I'm glad you came. I'm glad you didn't stay at home. I'm glad you came. I'm glad you're here. Okay, me alegro que hayas venido. I'm glad you came. Empecemos de nuevo. Let's start over. Como dice aquí, let's start again. Let's start over. Let's start again. Let's start over again. Que es súper redundante, pero se dice muchísimo. Es como bajar abajo, subir arriba. Let's start over again. Yeah, let's start over again. Luego después, which is also redundant. Let's start over again. Let's start all over again. All over again. Sí, tengo que volver atrás y empezar de nuevo. Dios mío. I have to go back and start all over again. I have to go back and start all over again. To start over, to start again. Empezar de nuevo. Let's start again. Okay, no dejarán que le veas a él. No dejarán que le veas. Está en el calabozo. He's in jail. Can I see him? They won't let you see him. They won't let me see him. They won't let you. Let you. Lechuga. No estoy hablando de la lechuga. Estoy hablando de que te dejen verle. They won't let you see him. They won't let you see him. Let you see. Let you see. Let you, Carmenchu. Es primo de Carmenchu. They won't let you see him. They won't let you see him. All right. ¿De quién es esta cinta? Sería cinta de cassette, no? Tape. Whose tape is this? Whose tape is this? Whose book is this? Whose pencils are those? Whose telephone is this? Whose microphone is that? Whose lights are these? Whose shirt is this? Whose pen is this? Whose guitar is that? Whose camera is that? Whose camera is that? Yeah. Whose buildings are those? All right. Whose. Así que, ¿de quiénes son? ¿De quién son? O de quiénes son, da igual. ¿De quién son esos edificios? Whose buildings are those? ¿De quién es esa cámara? Whose camera is that? ¿De quién es este micrófono? Whose microphone is this? Whose microphone? Whose microphone? Whose lights? Whose camera is? Etc. All right. Nunca ganarás la carrera. You'll never win the race. You'll never win the race. You'll never win the race. I remember in high school when I was 16, there was a boy. I was a sprinter, velocista. I was running the 100 meters, 200 meters, and 400 meters. But there's another boy, Mark. I can't remember his last name. Mark was his first name. And he was long distance runner. 2 miles, 2 millas, que son 3 kilómetros. La carrera de 3 kilómetros. Fine. And he was the worst runner. He was the worst. And the coach said, Mark, you should, during the winter, during the off season, durante la fuera de temporada, o sea, no, se dice off season, means cuando no está en temporada. I saw him every day running in the streets of Tulsa, Oklahoma, in the snow sometimes. The following year, he was the state champion, campeón del estado de Oklahoma en los 3 kilómetros. So it just, mind over matter. Mind is la mente. Mind over matter. Que la mente puede vencer la materia. You understand? Mind over matter is an expression. Que la mente vence, o puede vencer la materia. Mind over matter. And so he became the best. And 2 years in a row, 2 años seguidos, ganó el estado de Oklahoma in institutos. 2 years in a row, 3 million people live in Oklahoma. It's a big state, 3 million people. And he was the number 1 in the 2-mile run 2 years in a row. And the first year, before those 2, he was the worst. So he simply decided to make the necessary effort to become the best. I remember him running in the snow. Nevaba mucho en invierno ahí. It snowed a lot in Tulsa in the winter, and I remember seeing Mark running along the streets in the residential areas and on the main roads, running. Decía, el safari largo es safari corto. Había una ruta, we call it the long safari, which was 5 kilometers, and the short safari, which was 3 kilometers. The long safari and the short safari. He was constantly running the long safari. All right, where are we? I've lost my place again. Nunca ganarás la carrera. You'll never win. You'll never win the race. No te des por vencido. Don't give up. Don't give up. Never give up. See you tomorrow.